Today I'd like to read from the top 10 rules for success by Evan Carmichael. So today's passage was going to be from Elon Musk. His first rule is expect to fail. When you're building something new, there's going to be mistakes, and it's important to recognize those mistakes, acknowledge them, and take corrective action. The success of a company is very much more about how quickly are you to fix mistakes, not will you make mistakes. The difference between a startup that is successful and one that is not is because they've both made mistakes, but the successful one recognized the mistakes, fixed them very quickly, and the unsuccessful one tries to deny the mistakes exist. In physics, you're taught to always question yourself. You're taught to always assume that you're wrong, not to assume that you're right. You have to prove yourself not wrong. I think that physics framework is really where I learned it, and it's very effective for learning counterintuitive things that aren't obvious. It's not like I like failure. I mean, who likes failure? But if you only do things that are certain to succeed, then you're only going to be doing very obvious things. Um, so, obviously, the first time you do something, you're not gonna know it 100%, so there's always a chance for failure. And that's why some people are afraid to try new or different things because they might fail. But, when you're a toddler, you don't know how to walk until you try it. You crawl along until a certain point, either you try to get up on your own and start walking around, or your parents kind of coax you along and try to help you up and get you moving. And eventually, you take a few steps and you may or may not fall, but then you get up and you take a few more steps than last time. And eventually, as a little kid, you're walking around and eventually you're not falling. It's not like, you have that fear of failure when you're a little kid. You're going to be curious. And at a certain point, we just kind of have limiting beliefs or something that cause us to not have that sense of curiosity, and that fear of failure or fear of the unknown or whatever it is that kind of sinks in when something new presents itself. It's like, oh, I don't know if I really want to try this. It might be scary. I might make a mistake and look bad. Well, no one wants to look bad, but you never know how good you might look once you get the hang of it. Or, you might even succeed on, the first, second try and not look bad. You don't know. Sometimes we just assume and then let that assumption get in our way. So, we have to be willing to try things, and, we have to be willing to fail, or at least admit there's a chance that we can fail so we can learn from that. And we take that learning experience and say, like, okay, how can I do this differently next time? If you know, A, B, and C doesn't work, well, okay, what can I remove? What can I add? Uh, what's going to be the magic formula so that, if I failed this time, hopefully I won't fail the next dozen times. Hopefully I can, succeed, either next time or one of the next few times. You just have to take your experience and learn. So hopefully you found some value in this. If you have some thoughts, comments, questions on, expecting to fail, and then, what goes along with that is the learning part. If you have anything to add to the conversation about that, please feel free to comment down below. And if you found this interesting, please feel free to hit the like button so I can continue making videos like this. Thank you, and have a good day.